What is up? YouTube. How y'all doing, man? Check it out, man. Suge Knight gives shocking interview. This is part 2 right here. If y'all haven't seen part 1, go on over there and check out part 1, man. We're gonna link these together, I guess. I don't know how Tahir does it, man. We live when we're doing this reaction right here because we're gonna be talking about Suge Knight. So y'all check out the Music Recording Network live. The Music Recording Network, same channel but live. It was a different channel, my bad. Same name, but the word live. You can scroll down and see the world, right? You see the world and you see live written in it, man. So the Music Recording Network live. We are in the chat room now, and people in the chat and everything saying, what's up to Uncle Mike? You can come say hi to Uncle Mike and all that good stuff. But also, what's funny is Tiny is cooking steak. I'm hungry. So, Tiny, you email me a piece of that steak. I like mine medium rare. But it got to be some good steak, man. I don't like it all bloody and chewy. Them two things don't mix when it comes to steak. But I don't eat a lot of red meat no more, man. You hear that, Mina? I don't eat beef and pork. Well, she don't eat pork, but I don't eat a lot of beef and all that stuff you keep cooking me when I was in the Philippines. Well, anyway, check this out, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Suge Knight phone call interview, man. Let's always back up just a little bit so we can catch up with, so we won't make sure we don't miss anything. So we're gonna do 3 backups. So let's see. Why they sold Death Row so. We left off with Suge Knight talking about how they sold Death Row, I guess after he was in jail or something, because if he owned Death Row, he had to sign over all the rights for people to work the operation or whatever. He got to sign over because he in jail. He can't do the operations and stuff to keep the business going because a lot of people depending on him. This is like rules of the laws and stuff like that. But anyway, so when you sign over, I guess, for lack of a better word, because I don't know, power of attorney, I guess the people can sell it. They can sell your record label or whatever, especially when it's going upside down and you need the money to pay off the people or whatever the hell, right? So Suge is saying, explaining that they sold it so cheap. I guess he didn't have a say so because he in jail of how much they selling it for. If you gonna sell it, I want $10. You selling it for $3 or whatever. You put the numbers in. Y'all know how that go. But anyway, that's where we at. So let's check this bad boy. Yeah.
And you can't sell that car for $5,000.
Right, they can sell your toothbrush.
So cheap.
Miss English said they can sell your toothbrush and you can't do nothing about it. God, suppose you can I at least finish brushing my teeth before you purchase it? God dang. They can sell your toothbrush, I guess, power of attorney or whatever they call it. I don't think they call it power of attorney. I think when somebody's running your business and they got full control to make bank moves and business moves, I guess they got control. You can't put in the contract what they can't have control over. I don't understand that part. Anyway, let's hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out. Here we go.
And you can't sell that car for $5,000. Reason why they sold Death Row so cheap. Even though I had a buyer want to give 500 million, 700 million, they sold Death Row so cheap because they didn't want to pay me. Because after all this is done, I did a chapter 11. After all was said and done, paying the creditors, all the other money come to me. One of the reasons why they tried to kill me more than once is behind the money. I'm in prison right now. And the people who pulled guns on me, which is the proof, and tried to kill me, they got checks from Andre Young. Not from his business account, not from the movie people, not from the production company, who these guys were getting $150 a day. They got $20,000 and more checks. And when they got these checks, these men who was rapists and weirdos, said he gave them the money to kill me. When they gave Bone immunity and he walked out the chambers with the judge, I said, oh, he gonna tell the truth and let me go. Because wherever we got to finish up, I don't got to say nothing about him, I don't got to say nothing to me, we holler another day. Instead, they didn't let me put on a defense. I had a paid attorney. The judge tell my paid attorney, I never had a public defender in my whole career of crime. Well, so they say a crime, or getting in trouble.
Getting in trouble.
And I had a paid attorney. The judge tells my paid attorney, I don't think you've been practicing long enough to represent Mr. Knight. He said, I got a...
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I'm going to get rid of you, fire you, and give Mr. Knight, an attorney I've been knowing 40 years, that's a public pretender to work for us. And that dump truck never let me go to trial, never did anything, and made me take a deal. Then I had a civil case, and they got the proof that the person handed the next man the gun, and the man who had the gun told him, I can tell you what type of gun it is. Just the gun he gave me. I put it in my back waistband and pulled a shirt over, and it shows in the video. They both let me go. But, once again, I'm a black man. So I got to fight for everything. That's where we at. Any other questions?
I want to back up to the comments you made about Aaliyah, because I never knew Tupac and Aaliyah knew each other. So Pac, he was a big fan of hers.
Yeah, we had a thing that I used to listen to oldies and Pac used to listen to rap. And he didn't like oldies. So I said, I got to show you what oldies about. So I took Tupac to go see Gladys Knight perform in Loserville. Loserville is Vegas. So when she was performing, she brought out her niece by marriage. And Aaliyah started singing. And Tupac said, don't get up, don't get up. I said, why? He said, because Gladys Knight know you. You're going to speak to Gladys Knight. Then you're going to talk to the little girl singing. The next thing you know, you're going to be doing an album on her. He said, I'm going to go talk to her. You come later on because I want to do an album on Aaliyah. He didn't know her name. So Pac was so excited. He was, I'm talking about, I ain't never seen that little motherfucker so happy. He wasn't thinking about signing nobody else. That's the person he said out of all the girls and women he ever seen, he thought she was the biggest star and had the best voice ever. So I figured if things would have happened the way it happened, Pac would have been doing an album on Aaliyah. Me and that dude spent hours and hours and days together. Me personally, I never seen him get so excited about no female artist. No, not even. I never even seen Pac even talking to a female artist or do anything with female artists. He talked to Storm for a minute, and he might have spoke to some of the girls for a minute, but I never seen him pretty much lose his mind. He lost his mind over there. He talked about her days and days. I got tired of hearing him talking about that little girl. He said, man, I got this song I want to do with her. I'm going to do this song on her. I'm going to do that song on her. He was super, super, super excited. That's what would have been a beautiful thing. That was one of the most things I ever seen Pac get excited about, was being able to do something with Aaliyah.
How you feel about the passing of Irv Gotti? And if you can you tell me about the company that you, Irv Gotti, and Jay Prince was making? And Diddy, he told the feds on y'all?
Well, you know, we lost a good one. When I say we, I say everybody. You know, the passing of Irv.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Me and Irv was definitely friends. And you know the saddest thing about all this is that we all so individually talented, individually smart. But together, we stronger. Together,
Mm-hmm.
That's us as, the culture of hip-hop, the culture of black men, and the ghetto. That's where we all start from.
In the ghetto.
And I take full responsibilities of my actions. I did a lot of things in my career to also cause pain, to also cause problems. But I think I did more good than bad. But Irv understood hard work. He understood giving people opportunities like the rest of us. If I could turn back the hands of time and go way back down memory lane, no one person is bigger than that black community. No one person. One person is not stronger than hip-hop. We're all a part of hip-hop. And if we had Eazy-E and Ruthless, Urban Murder Inc., Luke and his shit, Rap-A-Lot, G-Unit.
G-Unit?
There's so many to name,
Uh-huh.
but it's Death Row. If we all got along and built each other, and I'm not even going to forget Bad Boy. I felt I played a part to help build Bad Boy. And what's a little short midget dude? Oh, Jermaine Dupri. It's so many that if I left some names out, shit, my bad. But I tell you,
He said, what's the little midget dude? Oh, Jermaine Dupri. Yeah, he is a little short, but he handled his business though. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri. He definitely handled his business, man. Here we go. God dang.
midget dude, oh, Jermaine Dupri. Yeah. Build Bad Boy.
Right.
And what's a little short midget dude? Oh, Jermaine Dupri. It's so many that if I left some names out, shit, my bad. But I tell you, like, oh yeah, Cash Money. Shout out to Birdman.
Yeah, they did their
We have
thing.
so much power. Even the new people with the Kendrick Lamar's and Top Dog, his people, Young Money. We can go on and on and on. Look how powerful it will be. So I called a meeting. I said, look,
Too late
it's
now.
only 6 major companies who distribute our music. We giving them too much power. They don't like us. They're controlling us. They're going to turn us against each other. So,
That's facts.
even before them started, but even afterwards, we had these conversations. Lil J, Puffy, me, the list went on. I called this emergency meeting and we all talked about it. I said, let's start a distribution company. And we can call this distribution company the Lucky 7. It's for our people. We control the industry. That's how we control the industry. That's because all these companies need us to either do a remix, to do something.
If you look at it, if you was to, dude, all you gotta do is look at it like this. All these companies need us. We don't need them. And what you do is you promote it to your fans. Look here, y'all. Let's try something new. This is what Uncle Mike gonna do. I'm gonna say, look here, y'all. Let's try something new. Y'all ready for something new? Y'all want a new world? Let's try something new. Let's take control of our own destiny. Because they sheeps. All they are is sheeps. How you gonna do that? Look here, I got a plan. Y'all see how much money I have already made. Y'all see how much Tupac did or whatever, whoever the hell. You want to state yours and say, look, this way we're going to make it much cheaper for everybody to have fun. And we're going to help all y'all along, some of your peoples and everything. You got to put a plan together that represents one thing that everybody want to hear. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? Not for us. Don't nobody give a damn about us. Don't nobody give a damn about black people getting together. That's why we can't get together. But if you make sure this plan has something in it for the individual, what's in it for me? That's all they want to hear. Then we can move forward. Let's get back to the video, man.
Because all these companies need us.
They need us.
Do a remix, do something, or have guest appearances from one of our artists. The ghetto might not buy all the music, but the white world, the rich kids buy all the music. But if the ghetto don't say it's good, the rich kids gonna say it's not good. And we was on our way to something very, very amazing. Everybody would be. We probably could have owned a couple of basketball teams, a couple of football teams by now. And we was all in. Puffy said, well, I'm not worried about Astor and all these people I see. I'm worried about the white people going to pull up in the trucks in our front yard. That's all. This old soft ass nigga. Then everybody else start making excuses.
Mm-hmm.
After that conversation, it was all out war on Suge Knight. They went back and told their masters. I ain't saying all of them, but most of them. They went back and told their masters. Master, Suge Knight on ownership. He want to be you. I don't want to be them. I want to be better than them. I want to build something that my kids can be proud of. My grandkids can be proud of. I want to build something that we can have unity that we never ever had. If we was able to do that, there wouldn't be no West Coast, no East Coast, no down South, no Midwest. White America is powerful because black people act like they don't care about black people.
Facts. Facts.
I failed. I take full responsibility. Andre had a baby mother named Lisa. I remember when she had 3 kids by Andre. And I went to go visit him because he wasn't choosing to do anything for him. And there were 3 black queens, a little girl, and their mother was also a great mother. When I went over there, I started walking up the stairs. I had something small on me. It was so bad, I had to go back to the car and get something bigger to walk up the stairs. And I talked to him and bought him pizza and all the stuff and, looked out for him. And told Andre he needed to continue to look out for him. And he said, oh, man, I know how to deal with her. And I'm like, what do you mean, man? That's a black woman. Treated like a queen. He said, shit, I beat her ass, I beat her up. I said, I don't want to hear all that. So he was bragging how he used to beat her up. And then he'd go over there and he enjoyed it more if he beat her up than raped her. So I thought he was just shooting the shit off some drinks, just talking. Then recently found out that he was telling the truth.
Mm.
And Lisa said that not only did he beat her up, but she didn't want to have sex, he raped her, and she had kids. Or a child. And recently, she contacted different lawyers. This has been eating her up, like it would eat up any other black woman. And all the lawyers, unless something happened in the last 2 weeks, nobody wanted her case. Nobody wanted the case because they know if you come for Andre, 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 coming for you. And all the lawyers who all stick together refuses this woman and laughed at her. It was another situation where a girl named April and her friend supposed to be the one who found out that Andre was messing with April. Andre finds out, cussed the friend out, threatened her, he's going to do all these crazy things to her. Then let a gang member call her, threatening her he's going to do all these crazy things to her. The girl had it recorded, brought it to a lawyer. Michael Harris took it and gave it to Andre to destroy right before the Super Bowl. Dee Barnes can get the shit beat out of her and damn near die. I was there. I stopped it.
Mm.
And Eminem can talk about it in the song. It made it so bad, it caused so much stress on the homie Ricky Harris, Al. He ended up dying from a heart attack.
Mm.
But instead, the sign is this. If you black and strong, you're on your own. If you black and weak and listen to Interscope, you're protected. They gave Andre the Impact Award.
Mm. Dr. Dre?
She should have left that word on stage. She might as well. She should realize all the black women, and I'm not exaggerating, have been shot, beat up, raped, and everything else. We got to make better decisions. We got to start loving each other instead of hating each other. Every black lawyer in the business doesn't fight for us. They're against us.
Suge, I want to play some comments that Jada made about you in her book, and I want to come back and get your reaction.
To make matters worse, at the private memorial Afeni chose to have in Jasmine's backyard, I answered the door, and it was Suge, who delivered Pac's ashes into my very hands. In the cardboard box one is given by the crematorium. I'll never forget the slight smile in his eyes when he handed me that box, like, there's your homie, homie. Now, I could be putting 20 on 10 because of the state I was in. Between Suge's smirk as he handed me those ashes and my assumptions about Suge's involvement in what happened to Tupac, I might have been putting a lot of color on the moment. But I tell you what, and I do myself no good to say it, I wanted him to pay.
Okay, this is the thing, right?
Wow, dog.
First thing first. Mental health is very serious. The only thing worse than mental health is a bald-headed bitch on motherfucking meth. And I can say that.
Wait a minute. So you saying, hey, she on drugs, basically? That's why she did that?
One thing worse than mental health is a bald-headed bitch on motherfucking meth. And I can say that. Because Will, and nigga, you ain't gonna slap the slapper. Shit, you got it fucked up. And when all this shit come out about, where people feel they can just speak their mind and talk about Pac the way they talk about Pac for publicity when it's a bunch of motherfucking lies. I'm not mad about it, because like I said, for 30 years, I lost millions of dollars, my freedom, over the fact that they said I'm the one did that to Pac, and I got a 45 bullet into my skull. You know, anybody who doubts that, put y'all money up, and I can show you the X-ray. That bullet's still in my skull. Is it that bad out there? Is it that motherfucking bad that we gotta start lying? What happened to the hard work when people go in and really do an album? What happened to the hard work when people really go in and really be an actor or actress or really be on their shit? Everybody want to be something they not. I only want to be me. I don't hate my motherfucking self. I don't want to change. I do want to improve myself, because improvement is we all can use. But stupid ass shit like that, no matter what, I'm going to tell you, Jada, and I'm going to tell you the rest of the weirdos who on that bullshit. Two things I'm going to let you know. You can get rich with the devil's money, but you only can be happy with God's money. Yes, that Illuminati is real, but these motherfuckers are miserable. You know? I guarantee you this. I'm way more happy than the majority of you motherfuckers when I'm in prison.
Think
I got
about
more
it.
food in my cell than y'all probably got in y'all house.
No, don't say.
At the same time, I'm a man. I'm a man.
No, don't say that. Don't say. I mean, we understand your point, there, Suge, but you ain't got more food in your cell. Should have used another analogy. You don't have enough. You don't have more food in your cell than they have in their house, man. These people got so much food that these millionaires throwing food away by the every month they throwing out food that they can't even eat, and that's what their problem is. They got too much money. They got too much of everything. So let's see.
I guarantee you this.
I can guarantee you this.
I'm way more happy than the majority of you motherfuckers when I'm in prison.
Facts. I can believe
I
that.
got more food in my cell than y'all probably got in y'all house.
I don't believe that part.
At the same time, I'm a man.
I believe
I
that.
make mistakes, but I'm on them.
There you go.
I ain't gonna argue with no young motherfuckers, no young people. But my age bracket,
right.
I'm in way better shape than you. I'm a way smarter individual than you. I don't have to tell nobody's story but my own story. The reason why everybody's so mad, because all these years, over 10 years now, y'all been telling something that you weren't involved in. Y'all been saying things that you didn't do. Y'all riding around that you didn't earn it. If you see me driving something, I bought it. Ain't no games. And I never was on my knees to get a better deal. Period.
But when Pac was around you, right, did he ever bring up Jada? Like, how did he feel about it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, shit, there wasn't no secrets. Everybody liked the Jada. We all liked the Jada. We all have respect for Jada. Jada was the home girl. And then Pac was, shit, she was blowing Pac shit up. You know, those was the beeper days and the phone days. She gonna blow the phone up, she gonna blow the pager up. And Pac used to always say, Jada, I'm gonna come over there and beat Will's motherfucking ass. You know Will's a fag. That's the word Pac used, you know. But I ain't gonna put Will down because me and Will straight. And fuck it. The truth is the truth. And Jada used to always says, oh, I love you, Tupac. We don't got a real marriage. It's an arrangement. He got the one, he got his boyfriend and she got her girlfriends, and that's that. But we all have respect for Jada. I have respect for Jada till I heard her say some weird shit. But Jada, now you know the truth. Who's behind, what's behind. So, are you still dating number one thing? Because if you really know, and we know you know, you still friends with these people. So there's no either or. If you love Tupac, how could you love the people who was involved with it?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Facts. So you mean to tell me, oh my gracious, everybody, it's a lot of people talking about Will Smith, man. And it's funny because I don't know, man. If, this gay thing is a big deal. But if you come out and just say, yeah, I'm gay, then okay, let's go find somebody else that's trying not to be gay or try to act like they're not gay. Here's the thing that tripped me out. Will Smith, I think he'll be better off if he just came out and admitted it, right? Will Smith done did so many gay things in a movie that's clear that he leans to that side. He's on that team, so to speak. That's one thing I'm saying. Now Jada, I don't know. I'd be mad if she gay, but because she fine, she's still fine with a bald head self.
How could you love the people who was involved with it?
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Wow.
I'm not saying you got to go do something.
Right, even the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
You got to go for all the fake motherfuckers.
I want to ask you about Faith Ray. From your point of view.
You know what? I keep from day one, man, for the last 10, 15 years, I'm saying to myself, how does Will Smith get so freaking big? And DJ Jeff is almost not known at all. He was on the Fresh Prince show a little bit, and they was throwing him out. He was always doing that little thing or whatever. But the father, the one that played pool real good, was a pool shot. Uncle Phil. Did he pass away, y'all? I can't remember. Everybody saying he was a little on the Sugar Britches side. And the butler dude, he looked like he was suspect, So I don't know. I think Will did a lot of things to get those positions he was in. That's all I'm saying.
But you don't got to party with him. You got to go for all the fake motherfuckers.
I want to ask you about Faith Ray. From your point of view, did Pac sleep with her?
Well, ain't from my point of view. It's facts. And I'm saying this in a way that, I believe in giving a black woman, I think all black women is a queen. I love all women. Shit. Nigga, ain't no Diddy over this way. So it's like, I never had anything to speak on that until Faith started lying. She should have just left it as, don't say nothing, nobody else say nothing. What they was doing, including fucking, is nothing to talk about. So, I'm not going to sit there and say I was part of having sex with her. But I tell you like this. Hit 'em Up came because of them. We had a whole different lyrics on that track.
Wow.
Faith, somebody else. The other person is a pretty New York girl, and I'm not here to throw her on the bus.
Wow, that's crazy.
Very enjoyable, very.
Hey, Suge Knight done set Uncle Mike up all the way up. I just did a video saying that I don't think Faith did that. And now Suge is in here because he was closer than that stuff to me. And he's saying that, of course, Tupac hit that. dang, Face, I need to talk to Faith and say, yo, oh my God, man. I don't know. She need to know what they saying. She need to know what the world's saying about her.
Beautiful and very smart. And she got a baby by a guy who liked to dance. So her and Faith were friends. So Pac was always talking shit. But him and, I know that Pac still had love for Biggie. On the simple fact they were too close of friends, but he just felt they let him down when the shit happened to him. So when I was telling him, he said, man, when he found out who I was messing with, he's like, man, you always doing some crazy shit that nobody else can do. He says, well, get me Faith. He said, you say you can do everything. They say,
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Wow.
Pac said, Simon said, and then it happens. He said, give me Faith. So, when he looked up, Faith was walking inside the studio. They had fun. They was in rooms together. They'd been together more than once. Pac is like me. He not gonna say something he didn't do. So when they heard the track, they wouldn't tell those other dudes. That's when they did that song, Get Money, Junior Mafia, Lil Kim, whatever that shit was. So Pac was so mad, that's how Hit 'Em Up was born. So the question is, Faith, your secret's safe with me. Watch your mouth. You still on the West. Don't be tough. Just let it go. People stop talking about it. Sometimes people should be happy that they had a legend deep up in them. I don't know how deep. I wasn't there. Well, I was there. But I wasn't watching. I just heard it.
Wow. You should be happy that you had a legend up in you. That's crazy, man. If he's saying stuff like that, that means he straight up believed that Tupac smashed, man. Tupac smashed. So I wasn't there again. I'm hoping that the thoughts that's in my mind is true. Nobody was there. We don't know who's lying and who's telling the truth. You got two sides to a story. You got the truth. You got their side, you got this other side, then you got the truth. How about that? Yeah, that's crazy.
Doing my own thing. So the question would be or the answer is, Faith, no.
You and Left Eye dated, right?
Left Eye is a very, very, very special woman. Very smart, very sexy. She's the only one out the group TLC who wasn't messing with L.A. Reid.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
We could say allegedly, but the only person in the group that L.A. Reid wasn't going up in was Left Eye. Chili and 𝗵𝗡 is probably something different.
God dang, everybody.
Yeah, I had all the love in the world for we changed her name to Nina. But she told me she was a 9 millimeter for me. I could bust on her and she'd bust on anybody else. With a gun, of course.
Dang, young. That's crazy, man. So you mean to tell me TLC was getting smashed just to keep their deal? They was getting screwed all over the place. In the bed, on paper, in the bank accounts. They ain't had they on award shows telling they fans, yo, we done sold all these records, but we broke, y'all. Like, don't nobody want to hear that. That's why you broke. Just the wrong time to be telling your fans and people you broke. You need to be talking to your lawyers about your brokenness. Golly, I couldn't believe they did that, man. You can take a person out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out the person. That's what the problem is, man. Learn business. Everybody think they know business. This Uncle Mike saying, everybody knows how to do business. Everybody know how to do business. But don't nobody know how to make money.
Nina. She told me she was a 9mm for me. I could bust on her and she'd bust on anybody else. With a gun, of course. And that's left out. Rest in peace, Lisa. I'm not going to do too much telling, too much talking, but I had Chili and her mother and TJ with me. Yeah, TJ. Fucking love. Both. I'm in Donovan prison right now. TJ right across the way. They were both in TJ, Mexico. TJ. Mother and daughter. Hey, ain't in there for telling. TJ, drunken love, mother and daughter. Have one, have both. Shit.
Wow.
Keisha Cole, she did an interview a while back saying that Tupac told her when she was 14 that he was leaving Death Row, and he wanted her to come with him because he was planning on signing with Quincy Jones.
Well, first of all, it's never a hard question for me. But that's a hard question for me because the fact that how much love I have for Keisha. But I'm going to answer that because it's not true. The reason why I know it's not to be true is that Keisha get a lot of pressure. What I mean by that, when people go talk to Arsenio, Mr. Potato Head, what's the dude? Steve Harvey. When they go talk to Steve Harvey, he tell them don't mention me, mention this person, mention that person. But I feel I knew Pac better than anyone knew Pac.
Wow, dang, Mr. Potato Head, they call him. Oh my God, Steve. Hey, I'm just gonna be honest, man. It's a lot of things that Steve Harvey does that don't sit right with Uncle Mike, man, and that's real talk, man. Shame on you, Steve. Think about some of the stuff you doing, man. Rest in peace to Bernie Mac. Since we talking about Steve Harvey, right? Rest in peace to Bernie Mac. That dude was good. Here we go.
Get a lot of pressure. What I mean by that, when people go talk to Arsenio, Mr. Potato Head, what's the dude? Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey.
When they go talk to Steve Harvey, he tell them don't mention me, mention this person, mention that person. But I feel I knew Pac better than anyone knew Pac. That's how tight our bond was. And shit, at that time, 90% of the time, we together. And if he had a conversation with somebody on a one-on-one, I would know. I know Pac is not going to take a 14-year-old child and have a conversation about any business moves he's doing. And like I always said, Pac wasn't strapped down to Death Row. If Pac wanted to leave Death Row, he could have said, hey, big homie, shit, let's cash in. I want to do something else. Like I said before, I gave him a label already. And if you guys I just knew Pac not the type to want to do some weirdo shit and leave in bad terms when the only person that ever helped him was me. I know Pac also had too much respect for the homies to do some backstab and shit because it could got ugly. Now, if you mean to tell me that he gonna go to a 14-year-old child and tell her something that deep, I just can't never see that happening. And Keisha's great. Only time I ever said something when she did a song with Puffy. You know, I mean, like, we all putting these things up here, and I'm not. And I ain't picking on Keisha because I care too much about her. But I'm talking about me. I'm not going to go do a song with somebody that I know that was against Pac, and Pac was against them. And guilty conscience shows it all. I don't have a guilty conscience. But once again, did Snoop ever do any songs on the unreleased Tupac album came out? Or any of those other motherfuckers? No. When they got their star, was they there? No. Was Ray J thinking about Tupac when he was vacationing with him? Let's back to Ray J. Ray J, you and Puffy did a song where you called him Diddy. You and Puffy did a song, 11 Brothers. A whole album. I said, ever gonna come out? Could we hear any of the songs? What y'all really was talking about? How important was the baby oil? But no, I would say that's like 1,000,001 that didn't happen. Tupac leaving Death Row if Tupac wouldn't be on Death Row, I would make way more money off of Tupac. And you got to remember one thing: 20% of the management, anything. Now, if he wasn't an artist on Death Row, I would still get 20%, 20% of the merchandise, 20% of everything else. When Tupac wanted to do a movie, no insurance company will pay for the movie, post the insurance. I put the $5 million up out of my pocket, covered it. So
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I think this conversation is more about how we gonna fix this stuff, bro. This conversation more about people standing on when they need to be standing on. It's gonna get to the point where you guys using this to cause all these wars. That's why I'm the first one to say, I'm gonna say this, and I never mention everybody's names. Everybody started off as respecting each other, trying to help each other. Somebody told another person that somebody was trying to steal their shine and cause a war between us all. Not me, because I'm not in the war. Because I ain't that type of man. But it was a lie. Now you got everybody hating each other. Then at the same time, you got these sponsors and everybody shows, everybody podcasts, running all these advertisements. And the advertisers you running to these people,
you have 60 seconds remaining.
Either getting killed or they going to prison forever. And it's lie after lie after lie. Y'all gotta start being accountable. It's just crazy how when you try to do something positive, it always comes back negative. And I did a lot of things in my life, and I take accountable for everything I did and everything I do. But the more you try to be positive with God, the more some of these widows want to lie. What I mean by that, I treated Ray J like a man should treat a
Oh, here we go.
And for him to go on
Ray J, here we go.
On his other guy's show, and he asked me questions, and I'm saying, look, don't go on nobody's show talking about the real Death Row, Tupac, or myself. And the reason why I said that, because he wasn't around then. Ray J went to home study. He didn't go to elementary school, junior high school, high school. He was a child actor. So he don't know those things. And to go on there and speak on stuff, even when it comes to Snoop, Ray J, all these calls are recorded. All the stuff we be talking about, or y'all talk about, bringing me saying with Snoop said he had something to do with the homie and all this, and Baby Style. Everybody throwing gossiping, playing these games. I tried my best to be a bigger man, even to forgive every person I can possibly forgive and move on in my life. I did my best to find something good to say about Snoop. Or I wasn't saying nothing at all. I know he didn't want it, because he wouldn't be on the run. But when all you guys tell me, everybody play both sides, and let him be talking and recording, and when he goes and y'all have y'all little joke, murder was the case, the murder for hire, Tupac rest in peace, what that mean? Because y'all pounding y'all chest about it. Ray J. The reason why I started in Can-Am, the reason why I started in Can-Am, and it's a situation where I had to find a studio where I could build out a bedroom, a bathroom, a shower. Since you idiots don't know, I had house arrest. So I figured if I'm going to have to do house arrest, I would be doing it at the studio before I can work. I know everybody claims they was in the studio, but we know who be in that studio. So I need to be there. That being said, Ray J, as my homie I love more than anything, rest in peace.
Who, Ray J? Wait, he said, hold on.
Let's call you Ray Dogg.
Ray Dogg.
I'll get to that in a minute.
Wait a minute, y'all. Sometimes Uncle Mike kind of cross things over. He said, I thought he was talking about Ray J. See, this is what you call dangling participles. I'm trying to get the facts. I got to get the facts of what he's trying to say. Because he said, I love him. Who is him you're referring to now? Because you was talking about Ray J. Now you love him? No. He's talking about somebody else. But dangling participles. Dangling participles, baby. This is why. Here we go.
Studio, but we know who be in that studio. So I need to be there. That being said, Ray J, as my homie I love more than anything, rest in peace, 𝗚𝗢𝗡𝗏. Let's call you Ray Dogg. I'll get to that in a minute. But Brother Rim was not done at Can-Am. It's the Platts. It's a studio to show where it was done at. Doggy Star wasn't done there. The Chronic wasn't done there. Only album was technically really done there was All Eyes on Me. And Ray J, you've never been in the studio with us, nor Pop. Never. When it comes to
facts.
Anybody in my past, everybody got a problem with the past because today they live in a lie.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Anything you check, you're going to see the credits on that album. Anything you see made that company, you're going to see who made that company. But when it comes to Ray J, you saying you got my life right. Let me tell you something, little boy. Now I'm going to tell you the truth. First of all, now you playing with my kids and my family. So we're going to play with yours. Since you said you got my life right and you trying to mess up the money that my family gets, now I'm going to sue your little punk ass. And I'm going to get every dime you get. Every dime.
But he ain't got no money. What makes y'all think he got money? Oh, my goodness. Well, maybe he do. Everybody got money except for Uncle Mike. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe Ray J got money. He doing these videos in Orlando. Yeah. They spilling the beans by accident. The more Ray J talks on this videos and all this stuff she talking, just like Suge's talking, the more freaking talking they doing, the more it might take 5 videos, but you done said something that, some people in the chat room now saying Suge always change up his stories. Yeah, but the stories that I already know that Suge is saying, and I'm giving another check mark on the Will Smith being sugar britches. That's all. That was good. Get another check mark on Ray J So when I can go talk to Ray J and say, "You look here, dog. Be honest, man. You over that joint. You pimping yourself out, man, to rich men that like you, that want us. They don't have too many choices, so they gotta like, I don't know. Hey, I'm getting too deep. Here we go.
Now you playing with my kids and my family. So we
Never
don't play
hate
with yours.
Never liked it.
Since you said you got my life right, and you trying to mess up the money that my family gets, now I'm gonna sue your little punk ass. And I'm gonna get every dime you get. Every dime your mama hide for you and everybody else. Now let's break it all the way down. I love Danny Boy. Danny Boy not my biological son, but I always loved Danny Boy as a son. So you get up there and say that you didn't know Danny Boy was gay. Ray J, you knew Danny Boy was gay.
Because everybody knew.
When Danny Boy was slipping and slide. What I love about Danny Boy, he owns it. And I'm proud of him for that. And I'm not running for that. That's who he was. That's who he is.
Right.
Now, I call 𝗚𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 like we all call 𝗚𝗢𝗡 that. All of us who know him and love him. Because Pooh was a rider. I'm going to say this, I'm going to get off you, Ray J. But
Pause.
you called him 𝗚𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦 because you know he was riding.
Oh my God, young, that's crazy.
All those things you said about Puffy and all what's going on, how Puffy was bragging about he had something to do with the homie not being here. And I'm telling you, this is a recording penitentiary phone call. For you to record me, because I'm telling you, whatever I say once, I can say twice. When I told you, since you fuck with Snoop, you fuck with Puffy. You was living with Puffy. Y'all was sharing beds. I said, don't go in there talking about Pac, because you fuck with his enemies. That's what I said. I believe that a man should be able to forgive. Every person relying on me, I forgave them. Y'all been doing these shows, podcasts, telling lie after lie after lie. The man that say Tupac's father, look here, old dude.
Facts.
Bet you one time in Louisville. That's Vegas. You came up, you asked for some cocaine and a burner. I said, everybody out here got burners. So you can say what he said or what he did and what he do and what didn't happen. You're an idiot. On the simple fact that
you're an idiot.
You went in the man's life to know what he was talking about, what he was saying about how he was living, and now you want to know what he said at the end? The only person who was in that car when him and I was having a conversation was me and Pop.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I ain't here to take nobody credit. It's just one truth. If all the police and everybody else can say who shot us, who shot the gun and killed Tupac, idiots. They sent me to prison for 9 years, and that same case came back to hunt me in this case. When y'all officers, Las Vegas officers, got on the stand and said, you didn't even know I got shot. They weren't looking at none of those dudes because nobody knew. But now y'all having stories and getting paid to get up there and talk on that platform. I'm going to tell you like this. Even though I wasn't there when Orlando Anderson sued Tupac for fucking him up, I know he didn't shoot Tupac. So he got paid his money. I would never tell on another man, but I tell you what, if he was the one to shoot Tupac, or shot Tupac, or killed Tupac, I would have told the lawyers when they came to see me, because I was in the county jail, we ain't giving them shit because he's suing them. Because the fact that he would have did what he done. And it could have been easy to stop that. That's all I had to do is tell the lawyers, okay, he's suing because he whipped his ass. How could he sue him if he's saying he shot him or he was in the car? But at the end of the day, everybody want to make themselves be famous or get some views for a few seconds and throw that man's name through the mud. When I'm telling you, only person in that motherfucking car was me and Pac. Lando Anderson did not shoot neither one of us. Bro, I want to make it sound good. But I don't care if it was law enforcement said that. I don't care if it was some groupie said that. Some nut rider said that. They was not in the car. Only him and I was. I've said this before. It's a man and his wife. I don't want to say their name because they would say their own name. They got the real story about Vegas and Tupac. And they dead on. I'm going to say something about singing Danny Boy. And this ain't no disrespect. DB, you know what's up. But Danny Boy is a cold player, man. All those dudes know Danny Boy in and out on him. In and out. In and out. Out and in. Shit. Making them think they're a woman. So everybody want to throw Danny Boy in the bus and be like, oh, he was the gay one. Okay. Who was hanging with Danny Boy? Who was hanging with Puffy? You know, this is a big-ass world but a small-ass circle. I know for a fact, and they know. So now you know. But record me when I'm calling you motherfuckers, when I tell you, don't record me, and I'll holler at you. Or even when it got to the point where I took a step as a bigger man. You know, my mother, bless her soul, always told me that if God can forgive, I can forgive. I miss my mother every day. I love my mother so much. The woman I want to be with, the woman I'm going to be with, the woman who I'll be sharing stories with is the fact that they do, or they got to have something that reminds me of my mother. The way my mother acts, the way my mother walked, the way my mother carried herself. My mother set the standards. My mother used to come visit me every time I'm in jail, every time I'm in prison, every holiday. Mother's Day, she gonna be with me. She got other kids on the streets. So my mother raised me the right way. And I learned more as much as I can learn.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I'd be a man and forgive other men who trying to be on a platform who's not telling the truth. And then when they want to record you for a few dollars, that's weirdo shit. It's about to cut off. Before it cut off, I'm going to say this before it cut off, I'm going to call back. They need to bring it back to the Arsenio Hall days, all those type of people when they're doing interviews. Because if they're not allowed to do interviews face-to-face in the same room, you shouldn't do interviews at all. And you know one more thing. It's like this. I ain't never known Danny Boy to lie. Now, Danny Boy might get some shit confused and think somebody said something about him. He might go on one or whatever. But Danny Boy, Ray J, Young Buck, they say Baby Styles, E, it was some one of those other dudes. Well, anyway, Danny Boy would tell them in their face and said it more than once. Who get the best head better than the bitch? Number one. Danny Boy, I ain't never, like I said, I ain't never known him to lie. But at the same time, Puffy and Ray J was living together. When Corona came and everybody's being quarantined, shit, that Miami Beach house, Store Island, was their playground.
He said that before, too.
All of a sudden, when you try to get brownie points from these dudes, it makes no sense. I'm starting to figure that the more you try to be positive, the more they want you to be negative. I do. Wants to come home and be with my family. But I'm always going to stand on facts and on my hands. If y'all want to get dirty with it, and I ain't talking about that sex shit y'all be doing. I'm talking about the real live shit. It is what it is. Ray J, I don't want to be the one to push you over the edge and make you commit suicide or something. I'd be lying if I say your life don't mean nothing to me, because it do. Been knowing you since you was a little bitty boy. But Ray J, you was born in 81. You said Tupac came to your 21st birthday. How is that if you born in 81 and your 21st birthday had to be around 2002 or somewhere along those lines? Pac passed away and went to heaven in 96. Where are you going with this?
Fuck,
Another
man.
thing, Ray J. You posted a thing up there when you came to visit me in prison, and they didn't let you in because whatever y'all were doing in the car, and to do a book deal. All the phone calls recorded. Just a book deal. That's all you wanted to do. So I agreed to do that. The lawyer left out with the paperwork. I'm quite sure the paperwork you posted. At the same time, you and another gentleman were doing some activities in the car. That's why you weren't allowed to come in. Because he came to talk to me, he was going to go back and get you, and they said, y'all was on some weirdo shit. And I ain't going to put that out there, but you know what it is, and you know what they said it is. But at the same time, I got the proof to show you. Time they got out of jail, if that was a whole nother lie you lied on everybody about, you signed the right back over. But you go on these shows and you go on these live things and you try to interfere with my family got going on. But I'm going to show you how grown people do it. Lori going to sue you for $200 million for lying. Also, Lil Ray, you need prayer, little homie. Everybody should be praying for you. They should double down to make sure you do like mandatory drug testing every day.
Every
That's
day.
going to stay in your system for, I guess, 2 days. That's what I heard. Every day. That princess took the wheel. That'll drive you back to safety. You got a gangster in that bitch. Also, for everybody to speak on Left Eye and Tupac, who's definitely not here to defend themselves and be their voice. Left Eye is the homegirl, Lisa, Nina, as we call her. Really close to me. Really a great person. Everybody talking about death row situations, Left Eye situations. These are things that people talk about that never been in their presence. I've never met them. I was not there. You ran across a few things, Ray J, because the motherfucker treated you with respect and brung you around. It's not for no clown shit. I'm starting to wonder now. Same circus, different clowns. It's not too late. People should do stories about their own life, not my life. I'm quite sure it's some interesting things that you guys can put together and tell your story. It's for me to tell my motherfucking story. When it comes to the part where you talk about Left Eye had a problem, he died because of me, that's a lie. But let's talk about some facts. Whitney Houston, it's on your hands. I remember the conversation when she thought her life was in the toilet. She didn't even say your name. She just used the term that Brandy's little brother bringing me drugs and doing drugs with me. Brandy's little brother trying to kiss me and do drugs with me. Next thing you know, she's dead. You brag about all these phone calls recorded. You brag about how Snoop tell you and told you he's a part of the people who put bread to kill Pac. That's why I say don't mention Tupac's name in none of your interviews, because you fuck with the motherfucker Snoop who said he had something to do with it.
For some reason, it seemed like I heard this before, like the exact same recording. Is this the same? Somebody must have pulled this from the same recording that when he was talking about the Ray J part. I don't know, but anyway, we're going to finish because we got 3 more minutes left, y'all. 2 more minutes. Here we go.
So, Snoop was involved in killing hip-hop's best all-time artist. You was involved in killing the best female vocalist that ever did it, Whitney Houston. So to get your ratings to go up for Love and Hip Hop, wherever the fuck that is, or wherever you guys got to do to be relevant, talk about that. That alone speaking volumes. And I wish for all y'all's success. I have nothing negative or bad to say about nobody I know. But I will tell the truth. I want the world to understand that everybody who's using these platforms, podcasts, it's a lot of great ones. But we don't have to put nobody down to be somebody. So I'm saying this one time and one time only. I wish all the people in society do well. It's rough out there in the streets. You got some motherfuckers with guns and no bullets. Some people with bullets and no gun. It's bad. But once again, I pray for the best. I do prepare for the worst. I want all success to the people we all know, that we all look like each other. Tell your story. It's up to me to tell mine. So the people I got love for, God bless you. Once again, you can get rich with the devil's money, but you can only be happy with God's money. I'm Suge Knight. I'm out.
Wow. You can be rich with the devil's money, but you can only be happy with God's money. I want to be happy. I don't even want to be rich. I mean, I want to be rich. The only reason why I always wanted to be rich is so I can help other people. Maybe that's me saying it. Uncle Mike probably saying it wrong then. I'm saying it backwards or wrong or something. But I feel good when I help other people, man. And I wish somebody would try it so they can feel it. You know what I'm saying? There's been times where, anyway, Y'all let me know what you think, man. A lot of people say that Suge did a lot of bad things, man. I was never a big Suge fan because when he was walking around free, he was doing some terrible things, man, and I didn't like it. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about Suge, man. I'm dying to know, man. And also that last little phrase, I was like, damn, it seemed like I heard this word for word once before. So I hope we're not duplicating the same stuff we putting up, but I know I didn't sit this long for a daggone Suge Knight interview. He tells you right there he didn't sell his soul. Yeah, he definitely, we lied when we doing our reactions. He didn't sell out or sell his soul. He just did his time, man, and said, man, I'm gonna sit here for a minute. And I know one thing, y'all, you got a lot of things to think about when you're in jail. You got a lot of thinking to do, man. And I think that I believe in people doing things wrong and changing. You know, leopard never changes stripes and all this stupid. You know, once a crook, always a crook. Nah, people can change. You grow up and realize that stupid little kid that was in you is now gone. That stupid person that was doing stupid things is now gone. I feel myself changing. I'm changing into a whole different person myself. And I feel a change the last, 5 months? I feel something changing. So look here, man, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.